Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, Funday. We are going to get started. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's workout. Here we go, big deep breath. This is going to be gentle muscle activation and stretching. So I think you're gonna like this Sunday fun day. Okay, let's take one arm up, the other one back, and switch. We're going to challenge our balance a little bit today as well. We're going to do some tightrope walking. Okay, let's get the elbows up. Now you really want to be trying to pull the shoulders apart and then let the hands come down, keeping your elbows up. Spread your fingers nice and wide and then take them back up. Trying to warm up the shoulders here a little bit. This is also a really good rehab exercise, especially, you know, if you're a side sleeper, it's really good to get this opening in the morning. So many things to think about. Couple more. Keep the elbows up. Okay, sweep the arms all the way up. Pull your booty back. Arms are long and strong out to the side. Bend your knees, come on down. Inhale, extend to a flat back. So you're looking up over the end of your mat. And now let's just do a slow reverse swan dive back to standing. Nice job. Let's try that again. Come on down. Inhale, extend to a flat back and reverse all the way back up. One more time. Come on down. Extend, look up, and all the way back to standing. Nice job. Clasp the fingers together. We're going to pull the right knee up and into the chest. Keep your foot flexed. And from here, we're going to kick that knee back and hinge through your left hip. Keep that foot flexed. Pull it back up again. You might not be going as far back as you can. We're just trying to open up and get some blood flow going on. Last one here. And switch legs. Pull the left one up and in. Keep the foot flexed. Now kick it back. So your heel is pointing up to the ceiling. Come on back. Again. And last one. Okay, take it down. Open up the feet nice and wide. Your toes are going to point out just a little bit. Hands to heart. We push the booty back and we come into a little wide squat here. So when I say little, I mean we're not going all the way down. We're not working your full range. We're just trying to warm up. So your knees should be tracking in the direction of your middle toes. Maybe we take the arms out. Now maybe you get a little bit lower. A few more. So how did you guys like the wall sits yesterday? Had to find a way to get you to do them. Slide the hands all the way down to your feet and slide them back up. This is when you want to be really pulling in the stomach. Come down, back up. Little micro bends in the knees so you're not locking out through the joints. We're going to do two more and we'll hold the second one down. I know the backs of my legs were really sore from that workout. Hold it here, enjoy. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. Slide the hands back up. Take a nice big deep breath. Arms come up just to a Y. And then really try to reach and then bring them back down. Palms face forward. Reach up. So you're making a Y with your body. Back down. Last one. Okay, now take the wrist and take a peek and see if your wrists are lining up with the shoulder. They might be a little forward. If you can, pull them back. Reach, pulling the hands, trying to touch each side of your room. And then let the arms come back down. Palms stay facing out. Reach and down. You're standing with long and strong posture here. Keep reaching as you create this movement. Nice. 3 more. Now let's take the arms all the way up. Palms face each other. Retract the shoulders and try to pull them apart. Nice. Now come all the way down. Forward fold. This time you're going to bend your knees. Walk yourself out to a plank. Now let's pull up and back with the hips. Get high on the toes. Drive your heels towards the earth. Hold them there. Make sure you can see your arms in your peripheral vision. You haven't pulled through too far. Elevate, toes. Heels down. Elevate. We're going to hold this last one a little longer. Maybe take 5 breaths here. Pull in the rib cage. If you had 2 lights on your bottom, shine them up. So you feel activation behind the legs. Let's bring it forward to a plank. Let's put our knees down, open them wide. Feet are flat, take it back to child's pose. Relax your forehead to the floor. Just kind of go where it feels good here. To get the most out of this child's pose, you can do it by taking in big, huge breaths. Feel that rib cage expand every time. Okay, bring it up onto your palms. Pull the knees together so they're hip width apart. Come up onto your knees. We're going to step the left foot forward. I'm going to use a towel under my right knee. You might want to grab one as well. Step this left foot forward and then open the knee out to the side. You're going to go onto the edge of this left foot. Now, if it makes you feel more stable, you're going to tuck the toes under behind you. Or if you really want to bring in all the muscles, keep that foot flat. Now pull the knee back in and open it back out. So you're back on the outside of that foot again. Bring it in and take it out. Nice job. Pull it in. Hands to the floor. We're just going to wiggle this foot forward. Your hips are staying nice and even. We're trying to release the back of the leg. So let's get our toes pointing up to the ceiling. Just chill out here and breathe. Now walk your hands forward and let the knee come forward as well. Let your hips come where they feel good. Now walk those hands back, toes pointing back up to the ceiling, pulling your hips back. Walk it forward and back. Hold it back here for 3 breaths. You haven't locked out through this left knee, right? It's important not to do that. Okay, while you're holding this, let's just point the toes down. So we're getting a nice stretch through that front shin and then point the toes back up. So take them down and up. So if you're a big walker or a runner, this is a really good stretch to be doing because you end up with tight shins. Let's hold the last one down for 3 breaths. Okay, we're going to slide that heel in. We're going to switch our towel over to the left knee. Come all the way up, step your right foot forward, open onto the side of that right foot and pull it back in. Take it out. Also a little bit of a balance challenge here. You know, I love getting in those. Opening up the inner thigh is where we're feeling this. Hold this last one. Let's take 3 big breaths. Great job. Okay. Back onto both knees. We're going to come into a bear, not for long. Hold your bear. I'll wait for you to get there. Now we're just going to walk our hands back to the feet. Meet me in your forward fold. Let's get your hands on your feet. Keep the shoulders retracted. Now, if you can't touch your feet, just press your hands up against your shins. Hands above the knees, look up, come into a little squat. Come back up, forward fold, hands back to the feet. Slide them back up, little squat. And back down. So if you wake up and you're stiff in the morning, happens to all of us sometimes, this is a good fluid movement to do that gets the whole back of the legs. Gets into your hips. We'll do 2 more. And hold this last one down. Take a few breaths, and then we're going to meet in a high plank. So let's soften the knees, walk out baby steps with the hands. So you're all the way at the front of the mat. Hold your high plank. Now let's bring the heels and toes together so they're touching back there. Just hold. Now we're going to pull the shoulders back as we slowly lower the knees to the floor without letting them rest. Come back to your plank, shoulders over wrists. Try to squeeze your knees together so you get inner thigh activation. We're just going to go between plank and squeezing the knees. Let's do 3 more. Nice little stretch for the upper body from all that rowing we did. Okay, hold your plank, open up your feet hip width. Let's take the knees to the floor. Hips are going to go back by the heels and then slowly walk those hands forward so you feel your armpits sort of stretching out and getting closer to the floor. Your forehead's going to stay up. Now hollow out the tummy. Bring the hips forward as far as they can go. Pull back again. Armpits towards the floor. Bring it forward. Bringing a little flexibility into that lower back. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just don't bring them so far forward. But let's make sure we're activating your butt. Let's do 2 more. Keep hollowing out the stomach. That's what really protects that lower back. Okay, let's just pull the hips over the knees, walk the hands back, and we're going to do some cat-cows. We're going to hold this. So you're going to press away from the earth, relax the head, open up between the shoulders. And now sort of collapse into the shoulders here and take your gaze off the end of your mat. So you got a big arch in the back, but you're still pulling in the stomach. Press away, round the back. This is great from all that upper body that we did. Okay, collapse into the shoulders, take your gaze off the end of your mat. 1 more. Arch. Really try to open up a little wider each time you come to this position. Okay, neutral spine. We're going to pull the hips back about 3 to 6 inches. Walk your hands out and take them off the mat, trying to get into that QL. So really big side body pull here on that left side. Keep inching those hands away from you. And the forearms are not on the floor. Your ears are right between the arms. Okay, bring them back up and then take them over to the other side. Hips stay nice and square in order for you to get to that QL release. If you're shifting your hips from being on top of the heels, you're going to miss out on this release. So we want to really be feeling this from the armpit all the way down just below the side, the waistband of your pants on that right side. Keep the tummy pulling in. Okay, bring it back up. We're going to do a quad stretch. So take your towel again, put it under your left knee, step your right foot forward. This is because we did those wall sits. So if you can, you're going to grab hold either with another towel around your ankle, and you're going to hold the towel and pull your heel into your butt. Or maybe you can just grab the foot with your hand. Maybe you want to use 2 hands and pull it in as best you can, so we feel a fabulous stretch down the front part of the leg. So again, to remain a neutral spine here, we don't want to be arching. You want to suck in the belly and keep nice and even here, just so you feel the front leg. Shouldn't hurt anywhere else. Hopefully your towel gives you enough cushion underneath that knee. Now we're going to let the foot go and now pull it back in. Maybe this time we try to come in a little more. It's amazing what you can do once you get the initial release. And let it go again. And this is the last one. Pulling it up and in. Stay here for 3 breaths. Such a good stretch to do. So much of us are, front leg dominant. We use a lot of these quads and don't stretch them enough. And I find when you do the quad stretch standing up, you don't really get as good of a release as you do when you do it this way. As long as you can cushion that right knee, you should be good. And if you feel a little wobbly, take this left foot a little out to the left, so you've got a bigger spread. Okay, let's pull it in. Make sure we're protecting our back, so it's nice and neutral back there. Hollow out the stomach. Keep a long spine. Maybe you use 2 hands. If you're holding a towel, just use 1 hand, so you got a good grip on the towel. Okay, let's let it go. Pull it in again. See if you can get a little deeper. I know I did. Boy, I can really feel it. Whew. So awesome. Okay, let it go. One last time. Pull it in. Yes. Almost better than a massage, and definitely more affordable, right? It's finding the time and really giving yourself the time to do this. Makes you feel happy and healthy and sleep better. So you're on the right path if you're with me today. And if you're not, I'm going to find out whether you were or you weren't, because I'm going to ask you what parts of the class you really liked. Okay, come on down. You're on all 4s again. I'm going to get rid of my towel. I'm going to lift my knees up into a bear. Hold it for a little sec. Little breaks in the elbows. Okay, we're going to come right to a down dog and high on the toes. So it's a really small down dog, as Sean calls it. High on the toes. Right back down to your bear. Take your gaze, look off the end of your mat so your neck is neutral. Press up, high on the toes, hips drive up to touch the ceiling. You have to create that activation. Try to lift the hips a tiny bit more. You'll feel the activation behind the legs when you do it. Knees hover, shoulders over wrists, look off the end of your mat. One last time, elevate, hips high. Drive your heels to the earth. It should be fairly easy since we have such a small dog. Bend your knees. Hands walk back to your feet. Meet me in your forward fold. Relax your head. Look through your knees to the back of the room. Retract the shoulders. Okay, inhale, look up, flat back. Slow reverse swan dive back up to standing. Spread those arms really long. Sweep them up towards the ceiling. Shoulder width apart. Hands back to heart. Step your left foot forward. Both toes are on the earth and heels. Heels and toes down. Okay. Keeping your spine long, we're just going to hinge forward into this pyramid stretch. We're going to come halfway only to begin. So you take the body parallel to the floor and then come back up. Shoulders over hips. Come back down. So this is where I'm going to introduce this tightrope for you, which is going to force you to engage as much muscle as you can find in your body to help you hold the balance. Because I'm going to, in the next one, I'm going to have you move your back foot in. So it takes the same line as your front foot. Come up, shoulders over hips, move your back foot in. So if you look at my feet, they're taking the same line. Let's start out with our arms out to the side, because that's just going to give you a little stability here. Long spine, hinge forward, tummy in. Try not to wobble your front foot. Come back up. Whoa, lots of balance and stability required. Come on down. Come back up. One more time, and then we're going to bring the hands to heart to the center line of our body, which is going to make this even more challenging. Come up, hands to heart. Woo. You ready to do this tightrope walk? Come on down. You'll notice I'm going really slowly. I'm not in a hurry. Kind of enjoying this nice release through my butt and the top part of that left leg. Come up slow. Recruit your core muscles here. One more time. Release your hands, fingertips to the floor, hold the pose. Great job. That's not easy. Now we're going to come out of this on 5 counts back up. Arms are going out to the side. Palms are going to face the earth. Come up slow. Start your rise. Long and strong arms out to the side helps you balance. Sweep your arms sky. Nice job. Hands to heart. Step that foot in. Left foot back. Great job. Both feet, take a peek because you might not have them straight. You might think they're straight. Please don't lock out your front knee. Let's take our arms out to the side just to begin. So you see how easy this is to balance? You could actually let the glutes and tummy go and still manage to succeed at this move. When you bring the hands to heart to the in center line of the body, it becomes a little bit more challenging, forcing you to recruit more muscle or engage more muscle. Okay, are you ready to take that foot back? Take it back behind your front foot. Arms out to the side to start. Come on down. Now we might succeed a little bit better on one side, and that's okay. That's why we work in yoga one side at a time, so we can't depend on the strong side. Keeping those arms long and strong, pulling away helps you stabilize. Now let's bring the hands to heart and see how we do. Maybe you try to hinge a little farther down. Go as far as you can go, and then bring it up really slowly. Nice job. You're going to feel these legs so relaxed after and stretched out. Okay, come on down slow. Release the hands to the floor or your shin, whatever you can reach. Let's hold it for 3 more breaths. We're going to come up nice and slowly. So you have the option, bring your hands to heart and come up really slow, or if you want them out to the side, you choose. Great job. Step that foot in, shake it out. We're going to come down and do a pigeon stretch now. Inhale deep. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, extend flat back. Exhale, release down, palms down, step back both feet to your high plank. Shoulders over wrists. Let's start by taking the right foot forward, slowly lowering the hips. Just find your happy place here. Chill out and breathe. Promise me one thing, you're going to focus on each breath as it enters and leaves your body. Don't think about your to-do list today. Just kind of get lost. Okay, come back up onto the forearms. Great job being patient with your body. Step back to your high plank. And let's bring the left foot forward, slowly sliding the right leg back. Nice, easy breathing. Three more big breaths. Okay, back up onto the forearms. Tuck those toes under, meet me back in your high plank and straight to down dog. Let's lift our left leg up. Keep your hips even and your shoulders even. Come nice and high on the toes on the right foot. And let's pull the shoulders over the wrists. Keep your leg up. Let's take that knee forward and up. Let's take the leg back. Shoulders stay where they are. Back to your down dog. Elevate your leg. Let's try that again. Pull it forward, hold it, shoulders over wrists. Knee comes forward. Try to lift it a little higher if you can. Take the leg back, keep the shoulders forward. Now down dog. Elevate the leg. Come on forward, keep the leg up. Knee pulls in. Take the leg back, hold. Down dog. And switch legs. Ooh, that right calf was getting tired. Leg up. High on the toes on your left foot. Bring the shoulders over wrists. Right foot stays up. Pull the right knee forward and lift it up towards your chest. Take the leg back. Press back, down dog. Elevate your leg high. Shoulders come over wrists. Knee pulls forward. Take the leg back, shoulders over wrists. Down dog, elevate. High on the toes. Shoulders forward. Knee forward and up. Leg back, shoulders stay where they are. Pull through, elevate the leg. Ooh, relax that foot. Let's just pedal out our feet here. Stretch out those calves. Make sure you can see those arms through your vision. Let's hold the left side down. Suck in that belly. Right side down. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hang out in your forward fold, and let's just kind of loosen up our wrists because we were just on them for quite a while. However you do that, maybe you circle them. Maybe we go the other way. Fingertips up, fingertips down. Now let's just fold your arms and just feel a nice unweighting of the upper body here. Just retract your shoulders for me. Hands above the knees. Assist the torso to come back up to a standing tall position. Nice job. Take that right shoulder, sweep it back, and then the left. Nice little stretch. Couple more. Okay, take them up to your ears, pull them down and back. Arms are out to the side, but your palms are facing the sides of your legs. Make your arms long. Take your gaze, look left. Take the gaze down to the left shoulder. Come back neutral. Go right. Take your gaze to the right shoulder. Come back up. Drop your chin. Now just let the arms relax, but try to pull the shoulders apart from one another. Take your gaze, look up. Come back neutral. We're going to cross at the elbow and connect your palms. Elevate the elbows to the height of the shoulder and enjoy the stretch that you're feeling on the outside of those shoulders. Palms connect. Nice. Keep your chin up so you're not pulling your face forward. Another big breath here. And then slowly uncross, and let's cross over the other way. Elbows come up, palms connect. A few more big breaths. Okay, shake out the arms. we're going to stretch out the triceps. So you're going to pull the elbow back. You notice here, I'm not pulling my head forward. I'm staying nice and long through my spine and just taking the elbow back. So I'm feeling the stretch right through the tricep. My shoulder and elbow are stacked. A lot of people, when they do this stretch, if you look at me from the side, they pull their head forward or they look down, right? You always want to protect your neck here. Okay, release it. We're going to come back to the same side. Feel a difference? Maybe you're getting a little deeper into it. Release. One more. Third time's the charm. Okay, switch. I can't wait to hear from you guys on how you liked that hour and 15-minute long class. I thought it was awesome. I really loved it. Time was flying for me. But you know, like my sister says, I'm a little crazy about exercise. I just kind of get lost in how I feel. And there's no other place I'd rather be at that time. I hope you guys get to experience that too. Okay, arms out to the side. You're going to hinge forward. We're just going to circle, right? Lots of blood flow to the shoulders. You can make your circle small or big. Pull in the stomach though, that's a must. Okay, let's change the direction. I told you today's class was going to be easy. It's a feel-good class. Okay, full forward hinge, hands down to your feet or on your shins. Hang out here and breathe. Okay, bend your knees, walk your hands out to your high plank, step your feet back, hold your high plank, press back, down dog. Whatever kind of down dog you want to do, just a spot that doesn't feel hard or challenging. So like I'm not elevating high on my toes because I'm just chilling, letting my heels be where they want to be. Just breathing. I can still see both the sides of my arms. I hope you can too. Okay, soften your knees. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat. Hands back to your feet. Reverse swan dive to standing. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Hands to heart. Turn and face the right. Separate your feet. Pretty wide. Not the absolute farthest you could get them, but pretty far. Okay, hands to heart. We're going to lunge into the right leg. We're going to hang out here a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit of a pull on that inner thigh. Just enjoy that. Maybe you try to draw the booty back a little bit, and maybe you take these toes up towards the ceiling and drop it a little bit lower. This is a stretch, but you're also going to be feeling this in that right quad. Come back up. Little reprieve. Lunge left. Pull your booty back. Maybe the toes on the right foot come up and you get a little lower. Come back up. Make a fist. Elbows back. Hinge down all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Keep your elbows back, back, back. Release the hands to the floor. So now that we've got our hands down to the floor and they're helping to support us, I'm going to ask you to open your feet wider. I think I'm going to ask you to go as far as you can. And maybe you do one side first and then wiggle the other side out. Maybe the top of your head hovers like an inch or two above the floor. Just hang out. You can put your forearms down on the floor. Now, if you had lights on your bottom, shine them up to the ceiling. So you're rotating the coccyx bone up. Bend a little into that right knee, 3 inches. Straighten it. Don't lock it out. Left side, little bit. Straighten it, almost straight, right? Okay, hands on the earth. Look up, extend, flat back. Slow rise back up. Arms out to the side. Come back down. Now this time you're going to reach your palms out off the mat. Reach them as far out as you can as you draw your hips back. Another great stretch. Hands back to the mat. Walk your feet together, stay in your forward fold. Drift your hips all the way back like you feel you might fall backwards. Toes up. Pat of the foot up, you're on your heels. Hold and breathe. Put the pat of the foot down, keep the toes up. Okay, if you can, come back up to standing, and let's just cross. I'm going to face forward. Let's cross our right foot over the left. Now, if you can line up the toes in a straight line, great. And if you can't, don't worry about it. I've got my right foot a little more forward. But once I get down, I can probably correct that. Hips pull back. Come on down to a forward fold. Try not to lock out the left knee. So don't let that right leg push it locked out. Just relax and enjoy. This is a great runner stretch. Try not to hold your head up so you have no wrinkles in your neck. Lord knows we don't need more wrinkles. Okay, to get out of this easily, I'm just going to release the left foot, bring it beside the right, come back up to standing. Nice job. And let's switch. So left over right. Pull your hips back as you hinge down. Feels so good. Please don't lock out the right knee. This is a great stretch to have as part of your repertoire, especially if you're a big walker, jogger, or runner. So Val, I'm talking to you. Got to do this stretch. And you can also cross the arms and just let the torso go where it kind of wants to. Might get a little more into that back stretch for the leg. Okay, hands down, take that right foot, bring it back beside the left. You're going to open your feet nice and wide to the width of the mat. Drop the booty. Hands to heart. So I'm using my forearms to open up and get an inner thigh stretch. Got my toes going out a little bit just to kind of get a little, I don't know, to feel a little bit better in this pose. So dropping the booty, hollowing out the stomach, using my elbows to open up so I get the benefit of this awesome stretch. One day we'll advance this to duck walks, but not today. Today I said I would just be Sunday fun day. This is a really great stretch though, I'm telling you, it's awesome. Okay, to come out of it, just take your hands behind you and drop your butt. Extend the legs all the way out, shake them out. Should feel good. Let's roll the feet in and out. So you relax the ankles. Point and flex into the shins again. Okay, lie all the way down on your mat, slowly, one vertebrae at a time. You always want to practice sucking in that belly. Come down really slow. Keep your towel, because once we get down there, we're going to use it. Okay, head to the floor. We're going to pull the left knee into the body. Just hold it. If you can, keep that right calf on the floor. Have your towel ready. Towel is going behind the heel. Hold on to it with your left hand, straighten that left leg. Now, heel to the ceiling as you pull the leg backwards. If it's easier for you to bend your right leg, that's fine. Just put a bend in it. If you're extending it out, I would like the calf muscle on the floor. Great little stretch here. Active, pull. Now release the leg, bend at the knee. Come back to it. Heel up, foot back. Try to keep that left shoulder relaxed. You're holding onto your towel with your left hand if you're doing your left foot. Bend. One more time. Elevate the heel, press the foot back. Your leg is straight if it can be. I would like it to be. Feel all those tendons behind the knee get a nice release. Okay, bend that leg. Put it on the floor. Bring your right knee in. If you can, extend the left leg all the way down. Don't have to. Let's take the towel around the bottom of the right foot. Hold on to it with your right hand. Heel up, toes down, leg back. And release it. Come back to it. And release it. And come back to it. Last time. And let it go. Lose the towel. Bring both knees into the body. Pull those knees together. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees if you can. Your feet are flexed. You're tucking yourself into a tiny little ball. And now the lower back hits the floor. Your head hits the floor. And let's come back to it. Tuck in. And release. One more. Nice job. Roll it up. Come up on your toes. Great job, you guys. Hope you feel fabulous. Better than when you woke up this morning. Hips up, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Sweep your arms to the ceiling. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I wish I could have seen your beautiful faces. Have a wonderful Sunday. Love you guys. I'm gonna sign off. I miss you. Mwah. Be good. Be healthy.